Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate, where I'm in the city of Baldur's Gate and about to dive into the sewers, as you may be able to tell from my stream title. I have to go and find this place called the Undercellar and find some assassins before they assassinate again, since apparently they have already assassinated at least once in the city, and I need to stop them from assassinating the other dukes that they haven't assassinated. And it's all circular and assassiny. There's a lot of assassination in this. Assassin is going to stop sounding like a word soon. It's a whole thing. So let's jump over. I'm not entirely certain why it's giving me the notice telling me about the party AI being on. But I did notice upon entering here that Jaheira and Khalid leveled up, and I didn't notice. So we're just going to take care of that really quick before hiring ourselves into the sewers.
Servant awaits.
So, Jaheira, we want you to level up. You get no proficiency points and no skill points. But your save and Thako and hit points have gone up. Oh no, sorry, my save is being reduced, not... oh. Well, okay then. That's great. Alright. And Khalid,
Can I help you?
probably a similar story here, but level up. No proficiency points, no skill points, but, you know, Thako and hit points gone up, and so has lore for some reason. Alright. I don't understand how level ups work in this system, and it makes me really glad that I didn't actually start playing Dungeons & Dragons until 5th edition, because 5th actually makes sense to me. Whatever this game is doing doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why sometimes you get proficiency points and sometimes you don't, and I don't understand why or when or...
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure.
or how any of the cross-classing stuff works, since Jaheira is supposed to be a druid and a fighter, but I don't know how that works. And my ranger is supposed to have access to druid spells, except I don't know how to work that either. I don't know a lot of things. I don't know a lot. And I'm so glad that I, started actually playing on a system that I could make sense of, and where I don't have to calculate my own Thako. Because as far as I understand it, Thako as it exists in this game does not exist anymore. I'm so glad of that. Anyway, enough of me maundering about systems. Into the sewers with us. Alright. This is a section that I have already partially explored.
For the group.
Which I suppose is handy. Whoops. Every time I manage to forget that I need to use the arrow keys to move things around. Alright, Imoen.
I'm gone.
Have a look down this way. Anything of interest? I use Imoen because she's my trap detector, but also because she's the fastest in the group.
There are so many places I would rather be.
Everyone feels that way about the sewers, Khalid. You are not unique or special. Person.
Nature's servant awaits, as you direct.
must rest. A bad case of unperceived.
Yes, for the group.
Let's talk to the sewer cleaner.
Hello, pal.
You shouldn't be down here. Not safe if you don't know your way around. Probably can't stand the smell either. Well, from the way that he's talking, which I am not attempting to represent with my own voice, he can't stand the smell either, but he's made up for it by, not being able to smell anything at all. Unfortunately, that is not directions to the undercellar like what I had hoped for. So, back we go.
What you want?
Imoen, if you
Oh,
would.
we've done so much today. Maybe it's time for a quick nap.
Yeah, I can't rest. There are slimes to fight, apparently. Alright, Imoen, back up.
You've a task? As you direct.
Okay.
Nature's servant awaits.
Left,
You have need of me?
right,
Who wants some?
left,
Huh?
right,
Yep.
left,
They're called.
right. Hello, Jorg. Good evening. Welcome back.
Go for the eyes, fool.
Oh, there's more than 2 slimes. Great. They'll figure it out. See, look at that. They figured it out.
As directed.
I care not. I am gone.
Okay. Let's check down this way. We can't sleep. We have to explore the sewers. Well, Imoen has to explore the sewers. Okay, that's something. Let's try that something.
Omnipresent authority figure.
Shut up, Jahira, and get over here. Come on, everybody. That's right. Hup, hup.
You've a task
Okay.
for the group.
Oh, man, it's another hub.
For the group.
Let's see. That way is blocked and that way is blocked, leaving only these 3 ways.
You're a queer fellow. This way.
Okay. A way up. Oh! Hi. Can scarcely remember the sewers way. Well, I am attempting to find the undercellar so that I can stop the assassins before they kill the other 2 dukes of Baldur's Gate, thus plunging the entire area into, well, not eternal war, just, massive, extremely deadifying war. Is deadifying a word? If it wasn't, it is now. Alright, where we are. Stop where you are, pale child. Your flesh, it's all green and alive and crawling. What has done this to you? Stand aside and grant me passage, I have no fear of ye. Or, I have heard that foul things breed in the sewer's airs, and now I've seen it with my own eyes. Let me put you out of your misery, whatever you may be. I'm gonna go with the first one, just because. What has done this to you? Foolish one, you mistake a schloss? A beseeching for a curse? Schlopsch? What is this meager flesh in the face of such terrific beauty? It is Schlumpsa who has done this to me, and you would be blessed should he grant you the same privilege. It's really hard to read this one. I'm not sure what word is supposed to... S-C-H-L-O-P-S-H-E or S-C-H-O-L-L-P-S-H. I'm not sure what word this person is trying to say. But I don't think I want it, whatever it is. And off he goes. Oh, that was a thing. Oh, spider. Okay. Well, back up to the hub.
Nature's servant awaits.
Everybody else, like...
For the group.
Hup, 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 everyone. Oh, dynamic hair, you should not be leading the way.
Oh, omnipresent. For the group.
Well, at least dynamic hair isn't
My
in the...
blade will cut you down to size.
I kind of feel like maybe I should have taken the opportunity to
There
explore
are so many places I would rather be.
the cellars before now. Interesting. Like, something moved up here. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the party moving together for the time being. I don't really...
Cut you down to size.
There seem to be an awful lot of spider eggs in this bit of the cellars. Sewers.
Stand a chance.
Always am.
Okay, back to that.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
I'm admit to being a little curious as to where I am, but what do we have here? Oh look, it appears to be more undead people. Shumpsa the Sewer King. Well, that paid off rather quickly. Halt, my children, we have guests among us. Ah, yes, I can sense you now, and your leader, a child of books you were. Aye, books are good, and a child of fate. Hee, I've heard of you, Foxwine. I have heard your name whispered down these stony halls, where the drip of water mingles with the gurgling of the dead. They've all wanted you dead, you know. I'm not actually going to be rendering this guy's speech as written, because the main problem with reading a speech impediment or trill or whatever you want to call whatever he's doing here is that I find it very sticky, and I'm going to end up talking like that for half the evening. So I don't render stutters because it gives me a stutter, and I don't render sibilants when they're done like this, or whatever is being done with the L's, because it makes me do it for way too long. I'm very impressionable. Also, if I'm reading this circle right, Schlumpsa the Sewer King is actually a talking slime. as far as I remember, I never actually had a lisp. But I have for the entire of my life that I can remember, I've had this, I guess you could call it chameleonic accent, in that I pick up the accent of the person that's talking to me if I talk to them for long enough. And, well, in reading text, it extends to stutters and lisps and whatever this is and stuff. It's a little embarrassing because a lot of people have taken it for me making fun of them when I'm not actually doing it on purpose. Alright, extended aside, what are the responses? Who are you? What are these shambling creatures that you surround yourself with? Or who has wanted me dead? Have you? Slightly lisped my S's, went away gradually. As far as I know, the lisping on the S is not uncommon. I'm gonna go with the first one here. Who am I? Who indeed? It has been long since I had hideous form and shape like you. Ha! In your mind I see things I recognize there. A place you called home once. Oh great! It's a mind-reading slime! This is why sing mode exists, no lisping. I mean, you can lisp while singing, it just doesn't sound very good or musical. Pretty uncommon in Swedish. Oh, lisping in Spanish is the norm. Oh, I see. I admit I'm not very familiar with Swedish as a language, so I would not know how common it is or not. Lisping in English, it's not like part of the language, but it is not uncommon for children to lisp in English. When they're like first learning to talk, and sometimes, you know, let's call them particularly excitable children, or children whose brains move faster than their mouths, can also lisp or stutter, which will go away as they grow up, but took Spanish and got praise on the pronunciation. Well, you know, if you don't tell her, she just thinks that you did it on purpose. Isn't that the best? Let's see. Stop entering my mind. I know not how you do it, and I like it less. Or Candlekeep. Until this springtide, it was the only place I had ever known. Got an A. Well, congratulations on your A. I have never gotten an A in any language course besides English. I am very stuck in one language. I can pronounce bits and pieces of other languages and understand other bits of languages. I can read French fairly well. I can almost read German, but not quite, only if I don't think about it enough. But I do not seem to have the gift of multiple languages, which is a little bit of a problem in Canada here, because we're supposed to be bilingual. Supposed. But I'm not. Of course, being in Canada is why I can read French, but I can't say I have 100% understanding of that either. Once again, I can read it if I don't think about it too hard. I dislike that this slime recognizes Candlekeep, but Candlekeep's a weird place anyway. I don't like you in my mind. You are so naive, child. I've been entering your mind since the day you were born. There's another here like you. He has walked down this way many times, and many more he shall. He would be grateful to see you enslaved under my power. He would reward me handsomely. Come, Sewerkin, our guests no more. Well, if he's come this way often, that hopefully means that this is in fact the way towards the undercellar. Hopefully, cross fingers, pray. So I have great hope on this one. I dislike that I'm going to have to fight this party of slimy undead now, but I went into the sewers. I was gonna have to expect to find slime, right? Okay.
You've a task?
I would like you to go for the big beefy boy here, Jahira. And Khaled, you can go after the skinny little one.
You point, I punch.
Minsk, I want you to go after this other big beefy boy.
Need me?
I'm gonna take my flaming sword to Schlumpsa the Sewer King. And Imoen is going to back me up on that. And Dynahair, just attack the little guy. The king is dead. Long live the king. Okay, so I will take this. I don't really want or need the other stuff, though.
Nature's servant away for the group.
Oh, but wait, there's more stuff. Alright.
They wish
An
my
open wound in Mother Earth. I would plug
Dynamic
it had I the
hair.
power.
Just put those in your pouch, please. Wait a minute. There was a stairs icon there for a moment. Oh, probably that. Okay.
Yep.
Imoen? Please have a look in there.
Enough of this.
There's a body in here. I will not be taking the body. I don't feel like I need the body.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure. As good as done.
Oh look, more bodies and another hub. That's a dead end. This goes somewhere, but I'm not sure. Where is everybody? Wasn't that an exit to the left? Here? Maybe. Like this is a ladder here. This is not an exit. This is a possible exit, but I wanted to have a look around. That's not an exit. That's not an exit. Didn't explore any of these. I'm gonna try this one. Everybody's moving at their own pace down here. What the? Can I talk to the rat? I don't want to talk to the rat.
I care not. I am gone.
Oh look, the body has a body in it. Okay, that was a thing, which we're not going to think too much about. I'm going to save because I feel like it.
As you direct.
And I've been here before.
As you direct.
I don't know. How am I supposed to find this undercellar place? This is the same one. Great.
As good as done.
Do I just, like, start trying ladders? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, that's what I figured as well. What is wait a minute, what is this?
You must gather your party before
I
venturing
serve the
forth.
flaming fist.
Hi? Foxwine, where have you been? I had some business to attend to back at home, but I fear the same business has drawn me back to the gate. Or what do you want? So apparently that was a ladder that didn't look like a ladder. I'm gonna go with the first one. Well, keep your head down before they clip it from your shoulders, fool. People are saying you killed the leaders of the Iron Throne. There's a goodly price on your head, don't you realize? A price on my head, and you'll not take it? Or I can take care of myself. Go back the way you came and stop drawing attention to me. No, you're not taking that price on my head, Sorrel? There's trouble in the fist, Foxwine. Big trouble. Duke Elton's fallen sick, and Scar was killed, supposedly in a simple robbery, but I have my doubts. It's all Angelo. He's making a power grab, taking control of the fist, and with Scar out of the way, there's nothing to stop him. I've seen him paying visits to the Iron Throne, too, and I don't like it one bit. There are some of us that are still loyal to Elton, and lucky for you, I happen to be one of them. Please, for your sake and ours, keep your head down, and if you get the chance, sniff around the Iron Throne's base. If you can find a way to talk to Duke Elton, even better, but they're keeping him in the middle of Fist headquarters. Damn it, Angelo will pay dearly for this, and I hope it's soon. Well, it's a pity that the party is not skilled in sneaking, or we would go talk to Duke Elton. It's very nice of Sorrel to not say anything to us about us having just popped out of the sewer, though. Oh boy, my journal was just updated. I've learned that Duke Elton, commander of the Flaming Fist, lies sick in bed at the Flaming Fist compound, attended to Clay's cleric Rashad. A man named Angelo seems to be acting in his stead, and from all accounts, seems to be closely connected. Okay. Rise of Saravok? No. Journal? Journal! Angelo is making a power grab within the Flaming Fist and may be responsible both for Duke Elton's sickness and Scar's death. His reputed connections to the Iron Throne leave me more than suspicious. It's a question of where to turn. Shall I go back to the Iron Throne and continue my investigations there? Or should I seek out Duke Elton at the Flaming Fist compound and test my suspicions regarding his disease? Yeah, well, I'm choosing plan C.
As good as done.
Whoosh. Okay, so that was absolutely not what I needed, and possibly I should have checked where I was before I jumped back down here, but now it's too late. That one's a dead end. This one is a way through. I'll use this one, I guess. Because it's a pretty straight shot from where I am. Okay, now I'm back down here.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Well, everything that goes that way connects to that other map where I've already been. So what if I try this way?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Hey! This looks like a dangerous place. Let's save.
As you direct.
Yo. Courtesans. These are the quietest courtesans that I've met yet in this game. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. I want to ask, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isn't this the place that's in the basement of the mermaid? Blast it, I think it is.
Look at Kristen, honey. It's the heroes of the Sword Coast. They're
Oh.
the real deal.
Well, I apparently had already been there. Well, dear. What have we here? Blade fodder? Yes! Its name is Scythe. Or Slythe. Or however you're supposed to pronounce that. I don't know, Slythe. They're so big and threatening. Oh, my mistake. I was thinking of someone else. Oh, they think they're cute. They think they're clever and cute. Oh, she's got a tongue of steel and a heart of gold, my Kristen does. And she's so pretty that she makes herself all invisible so guys don't give her a hassle. Not that they would with a tough guy like me looking after her, of course. Oh, of course, of course. Slythy, baby, you tell them, honey. Oh, man. This is what's chosen to walk up on me. Oh, baby, you know me. You know you're Slythy. Hey, you, don't go watching us go all mushy, all right? It ain't none of your business. What's that you whispering, sweetheart? Hey now, my girl Kristen tells me that you's got a soft spot for the Grand Dukes. Sure is the same about Entar Civil Shield, isn't it? 1 down and 2 to go. Poor Dukes. Wouldn't it have been better if they had all died together? Oh, boy. Bah, Kristen, don't give it all away like that now. It's on... what do they call it again? The Silver Bladder? Enough of this cat and mouse stuff anyhow. I ain't cut out for it. We'll kill him now and do the Dukes after lunch like Sarah said us to. Oh... no. I mean... I have reason to be extremely confident about my party of very, very dangerous individuals taking you guys down. We haven't done more than AI combat in so long. I love you for your mind, Slythe. You mean his lack of mind? Who looks at a group like this and is like, oh yeah, let's get a fight on? I'm not sure who was yelling for help, but I really hope it was Slythe.
Nature's servant awaits.
Who is gonna die.
Can I help you?
Let's talk more fight.
That's a nobleman. Oh, I see. Kirsten is all invisible and stuff. We'll just have to wait for her to appear, I guess.
You're a queer fellow.
That called?
Well, that does mean that everybody is ganging up on Slythe here, so that's not gonna go well for him. I'm gonna guess that was Kirsten? Since when can you cast and still be invisible? Oh, there she is.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Bye.
No, that's really not it.
Gotta love how the Cortesians didn't even bat an eye and just continue their usual everything. Okay.
Whatever they need.
Let's grab those bullets because Dynamic Hair really needs a refill. Add those to the pile. I'm still gonna have to buy more, but now I don't have to buy as many. Oh man, I really need to identify some stuff, but now that the Dukes aren't going to get assassinated, I could actually get some sleep. Wouldn't that be amazing? Potion of Master Thievery. Oh, well.
What you want?
Imoen will take that and add it to her Stash.
What's the story?
And please tell me I have 2 slots. I don't. That kind of sucks. Does anybody still have space? Okay, Minsk has space. Minsk, I want you to take these bandit scalps, please.
Who wants some?
Tell me.
And I'm taking these letters and hopefully telling them from the letters I already had. Slythe, the time to strike is now. When the party commences on the night of my coronation, you will join up with my doppelganger assassins at the sewer entrance to the palace. You are to insinuate yourself into the crowd in the ballroom. When I finish my speech, you will strike. If you aren't there, my doppelgangers will proceed without you, and your payment will be forfeit. Make sure to keep a leash on your little bitch of a wife. An invitation to the party is included with this note. Servok, this looks to be an important note, one that you should hold on to. Thank you for telling me I shouldn't toss this one on the floor. Invitation. This is an invitation to the inauguration of the newest Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. It will be held at the Ducal Palace. Present this invitation to the guard at the gate and you will be allowed entrance. This looks like an important note, one that you should hold on to. Oh, indeed, I agree. Too many important letters, not enough inventory slots. Okay. It feels weird to be leaving unidentified weapons on the floor, but it's just a short sword and a dagger, so...
You've a task?
Alright. Save. Does the mermaid offer rooms for the night? And which was the way upstairs? I think it was this one over here, maybe? Or was it over here? Actually, I think it might be over here. Oh, now it updates. Upon entering the undercellar, I was accosted by the assassins Slythe and Kirsten, associates of Servok. Among several important documents on their bodies was an invitation to the Ducal Palace, my next destination. I think this was the way? Nope, that's back into the
As you
sewer.
direct. As good as done.
I would just like a nice, safe place to sleep at night. Like, I could sleep in the sewers, but I'd really prefer not to.
Good on you if you save the day.
As good as done.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
A good day to you. No doubt you have heard of the Blushing Mermaid and sought it out. Seldom do people come here accidentally. It's sometimes a dangerous place to be. At least it is without ample protection for your purse. Can you tell us what you have to offer here? Yes, rooms!
You close your eyes tonight, and visions of Candlekeep swim into view. As you pass through the gates of the Citadel, there is a flash of memory, and you are a child of only a few seasons once more. At your side is Gorion, gray-haired even all those years ago. How old must he have been to age so little in the time since.
Huh.
Aged as he ever was, you still have to run to keep up with him. He has an important meeting with Ulrund, the keeper of the tomes. An important meeting about you. Funny, you don't remember it. As you stand outside the doors of the inner keep, you can hear the shouting from within. Gorion seldom raised his voice, though you did not care to listen to the discussions at your previous stops either. As you trace patterns in the water of a fountain, a reflection distracts you from the argument. A large raven has perched atop a stone wall and stares directly at you with huge black eyes. You stare back through the mirror of the water and are suddenly afraid to meet the bird's gaze any other way. It has claws for feet. You think to yourself, little skeletal claws. The doors of the keep suddenly swing open and Ulrund storms out. He glances at you for a moment, but looks away as he speaks. You both can stay, he sneers, but mark my words, that child will be the death of you. A flash of memory once more, and Gorion walks out of the keep as he is today, dead. You drop your gaze back to the water so as not to see. The raven is gone, but your own image remains. Your eyes are black, like those of a bird. Like father, like child, the reflection says. You wake with a yell, predictably unrested.
Well, that's, What bird doesn't have claws for feet? Just as a question. So, my character continues to be tired?
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Aye, would you like to pay a penny for a tale of murder and deceit? 10 gold it be, and worth each one. A dark price for a dark tale, but I'll pay and hear it told. Or, before I lay my money down, tell me the victim's name and where it be fact or fiction. You know, I can afford 10 gold. I'm gonna listen to the story. Heh, Scar it was, second in command of that noble flaming fist. On a night dark street it happened. The rain, 'twas splattering against the windows' glassy panes and soaking up through me boot wraps, giving me the chill. A cunning cutthroat rushed on by him and cut the straps of his travel purse with a sharp blood knife before turning down the alleyway. Aye, good man Scar. He chased the culprit there in the dark as I came stumbling through the puddles to his aid. Oh. This is worth 10 gold, even for this much. But that petty cut-purse, he weren't the rugged waif that he appeared to be. Nay, he was a silver-skinned changeling he were, and with his dagger claws he gored the good man through the eyes. Then he slit his neck so vicious just to leave him bleeding in the rain. My proffered age, ye ask? Aye, that was as quickly withdrawn as rashly granted, and I hid there in the shadows as the mirror fiend assumed new form to saunter bloody-handed into the darkling night. My aid comes in that I'm here to tell the truth of the good man's passing to any listener that can spare the coin. 'Tis enough, I figure, and I doubt he'd disagree. I mean, why are you just telling this story for 10 gold? I don't understand the thought process here, but I'm kinda glad that he approached me. Alright, what do we got here? The mirror fiend you speak of is known as a doppelganger. I have encountered more than one of late, all in the hire of the Iron Throne. Do you know of any reason why the Iron Throne would want Scar dead? It's only the one response. Okay. The Iron Throne, is it? Well, this lies outside me simple tellin', but it may enrich it yet. Duke Ilton lies sick within the compound of the Flaming Fist, so good man Scar had filled the former's office as their leader. Angelo, a link below the good man in the chain, had the most to gain by the killin', and it's he who I'd suspected. But the Iron Throne, I couldn't say. If he thinks there be some truth to it, he should investigate either the compound of the fist or the Tower of the Throne, for therein would lie your answers. I mean, I want to do that, but I still haven't figured out how to get into the Flaming Fist compound without, you know, getting killed. In fact, I don't think I should be wandering about openly on the streets at all.
Nature's servant awaits.
It's back to the cellars with me. And by cellars, I mean the sewer.
For the group.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, well, I'm going... That was a good-sized lore dump there, so I'm gonna save.
As good as done.
Hey, sexy. Do you want to take a look at me, Diddy?
Oh my. Cortesians, man. Okay. Hello, Doom. Welcome. And they definitely are not shy. Oh my, they are not. They're certainly liars, since they regularly yell about never having been with a man, but...
For the group.
Well, the coast hasn't been too bad for me, but, But frankly, I'm having to spend a lot more time in the sewers than I really like these days.
As good as done.
I would like to have a chance to sell some stuff and empty out my inventory, but... Sewers are compulsory. Yes, it does seem to be so. Also, welcome, known adversary. Good evening to you. Alright, let's kill these things. Carrion eaters. Alright. Let's see where I am. Shrine. The Blushing Mermaid. The Sturgeon. I could try going in the shrine, I suppose. I haven't actually done that.
For the group.
Gentlemen, you seem a little naked.
For the group.
Arms for the poor.
Ah, suffer long this unholy flesh. Yes, suffer long, my brother, I must go now. Unholy flesh, is it? Yet is not flesh a thing of beauty, created by the very image of the divine? Or, I fear I'll never understand your faith, brother. Our souls are tortured enough. Why is it that our flesh must also suffer? Being poor, but never too poor for pants. I know that feeling. I have not yet been too poor for pants. I'm gonna go with the last one. Or is it the reverse? Our flesh is tortured because our souls are not troubled by the flesh's actions. And what actions might those be, priest? Or, in truth, I am a fan of neither rhetoric nor theology. Let me be, priest. No, I want to debate this. What actions might those be? Aye, but begone, or suffer the wrath of the gods upon your sinful flesh. I never spoke to you, and know you not. What? I only asked him what his sins were.
As you direct.
Isn't that the way most people open conversations? Hello, what are your sins?
As you direct.
He wasn't ready to elaborate. Well, whatever it was something that embarrassed him. Personally. He did plead the fifth, didn't he? Okay, there are no ladders in this particular hub. That's a dead end. Okay, there's a ladder down here. Let's try this ladder. I'm just gonna pop up out of ladders until I find a shop. Or get attacked, whichever comes first.
Hello there.
Oh, Wait, I must speak with you. It's of utmost importance. Will you wait and listen? It's about the lore of the faith. There's a belief that there's only so much suffering in the world, so by taking it upon themselves, they spare others from suffering it. Oh, interesting. Suffering is their literal act of devotion. That's deep. It's an interesting take on it, I suppose. And man, I just managed to find a shop that I could sell off a bunch of this stuff in my inventory, but no. This guy must speak to me. Ilmater is a pretty interesting god. Sounds like. We don't have time, or what is it you want? What is it you want, Delthier? Good then. I am Delthier. I represent those who harp. I've been seeking you out for many weeks now. Just recently I discovered that you had left the city some time ago. Things have changed since you were gone. I can tell you everything you need to know. No, we've already found out through other sources. No, we like to operate with no knowledge of the world around us. Or that would be most welcome. I mean, I know that the lore of Dungeons and Dragons and the various is very deep indeed, but I never got more than ankle deep into the Dungeons and Dragons lore personally. I keep ending up in homebrews rather than in the plot stuff. Yeah, I'm my party may act like one, but I'm trying to not play this as a murder hobo. So let's just tell him it would be welcome. The second in command of the Flaming Fist, Scar, was assassinated. Grand Duke Elton has come down with some mysterious ailment. No one knows how long he has to live. The most important news for you concerns your recent return to Candlekeep. You've been accused of murdering the leaders of the Iron Throne. Everyone believes that you are agents of Am. They think your persecution of the Iron Throne was just a cover-up for Am. Tensions run pretty high right now. The new Iron Throne President, Saravok, has placed a price on all of your heads. The Flaming Fist has a warrant for your arrest. Before I continue, tell me, are you guilty? Patronage? Not exactly. Parentage? Absolutely. Well, I still don't know who my mother is, but I absolutely know who my daddy is now. Daddy was a bad, bad god. As far as patronage goes, well, it's probably Duke Elton, who is apparently on his deathbed, so yeah, I'm boned. Okay, yep, those scum deserved everything that was coming to them, or no, we were framed. I'm gonna lie to the Harpers. We were framed! I'm relieved. Now we must speak of your future. Child of murder, not out here. Dadoom, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, my chat, in a way that I'm not with this guy who says he's with the Harpers. I absolutely killed those men. I killed those men in cold blood in the middle of the library. I did it myself with my own flaming sword. But if anybody else asks, I was framed. From what our network has gathered, the Iron Throne is preparing to make a grab for power in Baldur's Gate. It would be in your best interest to investigate what they're up to. Perhaps if you could break into their citadel, you might learn something. I know these are very troubled times for you, but you know more about the Iron Throne than anyone else. If you have any questions for me, ask them now. I'll be gone for the next few days. It was me in the library with the flaming sword. Yes. Yes, it was. Well, the fact of the matter is, whether or not I actually killed those men, I was going to be blamed for their deaths. So it doesn't actually matter who killed them. It really doesn't. In the grand scheme of things, who killed those men does not matter whatsoever to what's going on here, because I was always going to be blamed for it. Always. Who killed Scar? What sickness has Elton come down with? Or we don't have any questions right now. No, it's the poorest court defense possible, actually. It's what I'm talking about is plot defense, which is a completely different creature, but one that I am far more familiar with myself as a writer. I have the thickest plot armor. Except that it's not really armor, because as far as the plot goes, whether I killed those men or whether I didn't kill those men, I was always going to be blamed for killing those men. So as far as the plot is concerned, it does not matter. Alright, I already got a story about Scar, so just in case I can't ask too many questions, welcome back, Shorg. My plot armor is that I didn't come here to lose. I did. I defeated the assassins. There's still going to be an assassination attempt, unfortunately, but the assassins that were hired are not going to be showing up. And I was just trying to find a shop so that I could sell off stuff in my inventory before going hell for leather for the Ducal Palace. And I got interrupted by this representative of the Harpers, or he says he's a representative. But yes, what sickness has Elton come down with, since I already have an idea of what happened to Scar? So far, Elton's healer has been unable to discover what has been ailing him. It must be magical in nature. I find the whole affair rather strange. From what I know, Elton's healer, Rashad, was a priest of no mean faith and power. It is unusual that he has been unable to effect a cure for the Grand Duke. If only there was a shadowy organization in this town who don't care what the guards think. Shh! Sarah Vogt appears to not know that! Who killed Scar? From the evidence found where he was murdered, it would seem that the Shadow Thieves killed him. I think it is far too convenient to lay the blame on that organization. I would assume that the Iron Throne remains involved in some way. Who are the Shadow Thieves? What clues incriminated the Shadow Thieves? Or that's enough questions for now. Okay. So, Servok likes framing people. It's one of his favorite things to do, apparently. This is his first and... No, actually, this is his second most practiced hobby. His first most practiced hobby is trying to start a war! What clues incriminated the Shadow Thieves? The signature mask and stiletto were left on Scar's body. Okay, well that's too convenient. That's way too convenient. Alright, who are the Shadow Thieves? The Shadow Thieves are an extensive organization of thieves and assassins that has the power bases all along the Sword Coast. Its main base of operation, however, is located in Amn. These are not mutually... This is true. But yeah, his number one hobby is trying to start a war, and his number two hobby is framing other people for murders. And yeah, they're very related hobbies, but frequently, you know, when you have multiple hobbies, they are in fact related to each other in some way. Not always, but frequently. Do you have any other questions? Well, it doesn't offer me any more questions to ask, so I guess that's enough questions for now. If that is the last of your questions, then I must be off. If you must see me again, I'll be at the Three Old Kegs Inn. Alright, I will write that down. Harper Agent Del Deer found at Three Kegs Baldur's Gate. Okay. Started with model building, then we started painting, then we started 3D printing, then we started airbrushing. It's all been downhill for a while now. Well, I mean, you're staying in a related tree at least. You're losing a lot of storage space in your home, but it's all in the same tree. Okay.
For the group.
Into the store.
I must talk to you in private. These are
Tomoko?
troubled times.
Sounds like Rabbit Hole of Warhammer, 40k, D&D, and Blood Bowl. Yeah, minis cross over several games, and it's all... I apologize for not being more open, but these are troubled times. If I could be permitted to speak for a moment, I believe I have something you would want to hear. Perhaps we could help each other. What would you know of what I need? I don't want information that has its origins with a skulking spy. If your information is of worth, then yes, I would indeed be interested. Or I would know to whom I am speaking. I do not take candy from strangers, as it were. You still use paper? I thought everybody'd moved over to plastic by now. I'm gonna go... If if it's information that's worth, I'm interested. Talk fast. I shall explain myself in further detail when I have time. Until then, I have but one thing to say. The one who claims to heal Duke Elton's sickness is also the one who breeds it. Likely there have been signs that suggested this to you, but none have said it so plain. No doubt you have the wherewithal to follow through on it. Your very nature gives you above-average competence. Gorian's tutelage could only have enhanced this. I'm getting real tired of the people who know who I am before I know who they are. Don't speak that name. I'll not have you sully the memory of the only family I have ever known. Or your simple shadowing has given you that name, and I am not impressed. I've cut those familial ties. Oh man, that second one is so cold! I mean, neither of these answers are so good, but dang, that second one is ice cold. No, I'm sorry, known adversary. I can't be that cold. It is not in my nature. Don't you dare speak that name, woman. But that was not the family that knew you and knows you now. I think you feel the pull, and I think you strain against it still. Ah, again you see that I know much of you, perhaps more than you know yourself. There are three things that are strength incarnate. There's love of life, there's fear of death, and there's family. A family that loves death would have a strong pull indeed. Can you feel it? Can you feel him? He hates you, you know. Yeah, my half-brother's a dick. What else you gonna want me to say? Embrace the cold. I have been cold all winter. It's been such a cold winter. I want some warmth. Who hates me? What have I done to deserve such hatred? Or, I tire of your riddles. Take your games and go. I mean, I know she's talking about Saravok because my half-brother is a dick who does hate me simply for existing. So... The original, what are you doing back there, Step? Pretty much. Except it's not even Step Bro. He's my half-brother. We both have the same father. What have I done to deserve such hatred? What have you done? You exist, and chaos will be sown. That is the way it was intended, though I hope to change it. I must go, and you must go to Duke Elton. Protect him from his own healer. I will wait near the Flaming Fist headquarters. We shall speak again, and I shall have something to ask of you. Well, isn't that marvelous? Hi. Hello. We have so much stuff to sell.
For the group.
Yes?
And who might you be then, Come to check out the wares of old Halbazar? Well, I'll be quick about it. And mind you don't get fidgety when we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. Let's see what you have, then. Okay, is there... Please tell me he has darts as well as arrows. Not darts, bullets. Yes, he does. Okay, life is good. Potions, 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 potions. Scrolls. Scrolling through the scrolls. Scrolling through the scrolls. Is there any end to these scrolls? Just scrolling through the scrolls. Wands. And all the stuff that I've sold him before. Okay. Well, we're going to start with identification. Chainmail +1. That is not worth much to me. You can have it. Alright. Moving along. Do you have... Yeah, you have a bunch of things. Cloak, halberd, manual, wand. Identify. Spirit Shield +2. The Spirit Shield. This cloak is said to focus the energies of one spirit into a force that protects him or her. Rumors of a vampire enslaved in the magical item are ever present, but they are impossible to prove without destroying the cloak. Armor class +2, saving throws +2, some sort of really deep engine outside for which I apologize. Sirius's blade +2. Whee! Sirius, a white minotaur who traveled the Orsrun Mountains in Termish, lived for nothing but the thrill of combat and encouraged warriors to challenge him for his magical weapon, a powerful halberd. Despite his aggressive nature, he was an honorable combatant and never slew opponents he could overpower. Sirius met his superior only once, in a battle that lasted hours and had the Minotaur often fearing defeat. The contest ended when his opponent's sword broke, but Sirius knew that he likely would have been bested had it continued. He presented his weapon to the astonished man, who thereafter told of this noble creature to anyone who would listen. Dang, that is a really nice halberd, whose stats I'm not going to read aloud because... Okay, Manual of Gainful Exercise. A typical manual of gainful exercise provides the reader with a strictly regimented routine of daily stretches and tests designed to increase muscle bulk. As if this isn't enough, the manual is also magically enhanced, thereby allowing an individual to raise his or her strength by a single point. Unfortunately, the manual will disappear after a single use. Strength raised by 1 point permanently, consumed upon use. And a Wand of Lightning. The possessor of the wand can discharge a bolt of lightning. As it passes through a creature, it does 6d6 points of damage with a save versus wand for half. The bolt will continue through the target and proceed to rebound until expended. See, that's why I don't like the older lightning spells. I opened that manual once. The only thing it said was don't skip leg day. You know, that seems fair and reasonable. Alright, did we have anything to identify here? Yes, we did. Oh boy. Shield, Morningstar shield, long sword, short sword. Alright, medium shield is carried in the same manner as a small shield. Unlike the small shield, however, its weight prevents the character from using her shield hand for anything other than carrying the medium shield. This penalty is offset by the fact that the shield is magical, granting an additional +1 protection to its wearer. Yay! Okay, and there's 2 of those now. The Morningstar is a wooden shaft topped with a metal head covered by spiked iron sheath. Morningstars have an overall length of about 4 feet. This particular one is mounted with a golden head that has been magically enhanced so as to improve performance and escape the malleability of gold. Okay. Another medium shield I'm not going to bother to read. The long sword and short sword are just both +1s. I'm not going to bother reading them. I'm going to sell off all of that stuff because I don't need it. Shield. Shield, Morningstar, long sword, short sword, goodbye. Okay, I don't believe that my personal character was carrying anything to be identified. Nope. What about you? Oh yeah, you had stuff to be identified. That wand. This wand will cause a pillar of flame to shoot out of the sky and strike the chosen target. The flames will do 8d6 damage to the target, with 1s taken as 2s, unless the target makes a save versus wand, in which case she will take half. The wand only has a certain amount of charges and will be destroyed when they are used. Fun! Okay. Going to sell these things, because don't need them. And then more identification. Tome, wand, ring, sling. A typical tome of understanding contains a sober, if dry, analysis of legal battles, historic events, government politics, philosophical treatises, and theories of magic and metaphysics. While rarely interesting to anyone outside of their already well-educated niche market, it is said that some tomes have even added a single point to the wisdom of certain half-ogres. Harsh! Such marvels, however, are the product of a potent magic placed upon the tome as it is being written. Unfortunately, this same magic causes the tome to disappear after a single use, which wastes the entire effort of having written the thing. Okay, this is a wand of fire. The wand will cough forth a huge burning ball of fire that streaks out to the desired range, a maximum of 90 feet, and bursts in a fiery, violet blast just like the fireball spell. The fireball inflicts 6d6 points of damage, but all ones rolled are counted as 2s. The victims may make a save versus wand in order to take only half damage. The second ability of the wand is akin to the spell Ananzar's Scorcher, in that a column of flame will streak towards the victim, inflicting 6d6 plus 6 damage with a save versus wand for half. Fun! Accompanied by a ring of fire resistance, Batalista's Passport. The Grand Mage Batalista intended this item to aid in his travels in the plane of fire, and it is said that he repeatedly summoned a salamander from that realm to aid in the construction. Salamanders not being known for their patience, it is likely he should not have pestered his instructor quite so much. The finger bearing the finished ring was indeed untouched by the inferno that claimed his tower. Had that finger still been attached, Batalista himself might have fared better. And this is a sling plus 1, which I'm going to have to double check. I'm pretty sure she's already wielding one of those. Slings have existed since the beginning of recorded history. The basic sling consists of a leather or fabric strap with a pouch for holding the missile. However, this one has been imbued with a small magical enchantment. The weapon is held by both ends of the strap and twirled around the wielder's head. When top speed is attained, the missile is launched by releasing one of the strap's ends. That's why you don't tap on the glass of the salamander tank. Don't think 40% fire resistance will be enough when visiting the plane of fire. Yeah, well, obviously he hadn't finished the thing when the salamander lost patience. Okay, and... No, above the potions. There we are. Five. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. Why won't it let me buy more than... Whatever. Oh, right, because I don't have an inventory slot. Yeah, that would be a very good reason. Man, I found a lot of gems when I was out adventuring. Okay, It annoys me that I can't just combine all three of these wands of fire. Okay, I may regret this later, but... $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40... Whoops. Oh well, too late. Okay. Going to take a moment.
I wish my ear.
Oh, she's got a +3 sling. She absolutely does not, Oh, you can double... I wish I'd realized that. Oh well. I have no idea who in the party could use a ring of fire resistance. Guess I might as well put it on her for the time being. Makes buying ammo and potions a bit less painful. Well, I haven't had to buy potions yet. I mean, someday that day may well come, but...
Yes?
But it hasn't happened yet. Alright, sell him that +1 sling, because a +3 sling is way better than a +1. I wish I had time to go and sell these pancakes shells.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
But honestly, there's too much stuff I have to do. There are assassinations that I need to thwart, and
For the group.
sewers I need to get back into, and
As good as done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'm trying. Okay.
As you direct.
Let's try this ladder over here.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Oh, of course. Oh man, there's so many of them. I thought that since I killed the guy who was breeding them down here that I wouldn't have to worry about this anymore. Alright, where is he? Okay, that's incredibly unhelpful. Thank you. Okay. Is this one an out? It
As
is.
you direct.
Let's go out.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'm back in the cellar. I'm back in the brothel again somehow.
As you direct.
It's one thing about this city. I have gotten more lost in this bloody city than I have anywhere else in the entire rest of the game. Don't mind me while I walk through your, we'll call it a bedroom. I just keep ending up here. Why does it keep happening?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Out the front door it is. only 2 brothels in the entire city, and I keep walking into one of them by accident.
For the group.
Temple of Helm, Rasmuth's home, Ducal Palace. Okay. Here's hoping that I can walk there without getting accosted in the street. The party's splitting. Dynamic Hair, where are you going? Dynamic Hair, come back! Don't leave the party! I don't know where Dynamic Hair went, but I'm hoping that I'll be informed if she gets herself in trouble. Okay, here's everybody but Dynamic Hair. Where has she gotten herself to? There she is. Where did you go?
A city's just a whole lot of friends you haven't made yet. Probably cut purses and cultists too, though.
Where did
So
you
don't
come
get
from?
Too relaxed.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
You've a task?
Alright. Hopefully I'm not too late.
For the group.
Isn't there supposed to be somebody that I can present this to? No, not Cotton Eye Joy, Dynamic Hair. Perhaps my timing is off? I mean, I have the invitation. Shouldn't I just be able to present it and walk in? It's the afternoon. Is it the wrong afternoon? Hold on, was there a date on any of this? What the hell does Cotton Eye even mean? Well, Jorg, the theory that I heard was that it was talking about an STD. Oh, I may well have to. Apparently I finished Scar's death. I have listened to the tale of Ivan, sole witness to Scar's death save his killer. Judging by Ivan's telling, Scar was lured to his horrific death by yet another doppelganger, no doubt in the higher of the Iron Throne, though Ivan pointed out that Angelo had much to gain from his death as well. Scar's passing was mercifully brief, at least, though more for reasons of stealth than of compassion. I have seen so many of these foul Murikin of late, but I pray I never become accustomed to their cursed shifting faces. Okay, yeah, I might have to do the Elton thing first. Oh man, I was trying to put that off because I don't know how I'm gonna get into the Flaming Fist compound without having to perform a lot of murder.
Nature's servant awaits. For the group.
Well, everybody keeps telling me to go talk to Duke Elton, so I guess it was over here, wasn't it?
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel on steel. The stuff of legend, right, Boo?
Hey, I remembered correctly. Can I get there through this, can I sneak in through the sewers, maybe? I can offer a suggestion if you want it. Well, we have one advocation for murder in various forms, apparently, and we have the Can I get in there through the sewers? Like, if I find a sewer grate, can I sneak in?
For the group.
Because I'm pretty sure that if I try to just walk in the front
You
door, I'm
need
gonna
a
get
new
arrested
tailor.
again.
Your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
Such insolence! His popularity may be soaring, but I'll not cast a vote for a lout such as he. The nerve of the man! Excuse you, ma'am? I don't believe so. If there is, it's not something you know about. Fair enough. Okay. What is your trouble, milady? Oh, man, somebody find me a fedora to tip. Off with you. I do not care for your upper-class whining. Or, pardon, but I do not have time to speak with you. I mean, I don't like doing this without a fedora, but I really would like more information. So, what's troubling you, milady? If it is any of your concern, I am simply furious at that Saravok man. I did not raise a fortune in this city by letting such as he stroll off with my assets. I have had dealings with the Iron Throne Mercantile Group for some time now, and though I did not approve of some of their other ventures, they were at least honorable business people in their contracts with me. Now that Saravok leads them, he has all but declared my previous deals null and void. That would be something to get really annoyed about. You really kind of expect merchants to honor their contracts. It's how they, stay in business. Or, getting around their contracts in a subtle enough way that they don't get denounced about it to any armed stranger in the street, You will get no sympathy from me if you lost gold dealing with a group like the Iron Throne. Well, I'm such a nice person. If I were not already as incensed at Saravok, I would stop to tear a strip off of you too. As it is, I must speak with the Grand Dukes about Saravok's conduct. Imagine, he secures himself as leader of the Iron Throne, and then all but destroys its mercantile credibility by practically sacking it. He may be bolstering the city with its assets, but is still unprofessional. Something strange is going on at that Iron Throne building, I tell you. I know their previous leadership was killed, but those members remaining would still not let such treatment come to pass. Not willingly, anyway. Thank you, Karen. Who tries to negotiate with a guy whose dad is the god? Well, that's the thing. Like, they didn't negotiate with the guy whose dad was the god of death. They negotiated with the guy that they thought was his father. Like, they did their negotiations with other people entirely. The fact that Saravok is in charge now, that's not the people that they... None of these people made their contracts with Saravok. It's Saravok tearing up the contracts that the previous leaders made. Because he has a hate on for his foster father for existing or something. Or it has something to do with his mother, who might have been killed for cheating because Saravok is not actually his mother's husband's child. One of those complicated things that children don't really understand when their parents get murdered. Stuff like that. Alright, we have another bit to read. Can I read it? After gaining control of the Iron Throne, Saravok has begun to exploit its resources to the fullest. Even with their former leaders dead, the remaining members cannot stand such wanton looting for long. What does Saravok have in mind? They keep pointing at the Iron Throne building, which I've already been to. I went to the Iron Throne building. It is empty except for a cook. Everybody else has left. Well, except for the one lady who insisted that I murder her, but, Well, I visited there in the middle of the night, so second breakfast was not yet on there. It was more like third dinner. You know how it is. Yes, I have the documents, including Saravok's diary, which he'd left with the woman who insisted that I kill her for some reason. Like, I offered her the chance to walk away, but she's no like, you must murder me where I stand! So I did. Is there a back door, maybe? Don't mind us!
The flaming fist.
Shit. Nope. No. 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 Halt and hold! You stand accused of murder most foul. You'll lay down your arms and come with us by order of Angelo Dosen, or by order of Angelo Dosen, you be killed where you stand. Such is his order, and I cannot alter it. It is your choice. You know, I have no wish to fight you. I am no murderer, and I welcome the chance to prove it. I am innocent, and I shall not submit myself to the judgment of this Angelo. Scar is your proper superior. Or is there no other option? Perhaps I could enhance your wage? Okay, I know that last one isn't gonna work. I'm gonna go with the second one. That may be so, but Scar is dead, and Angelo is his proper I love the air quotes, proper replacement. We in the ranks have no other choice but to obey his orders, suspect though they may be. You must decide, submit and face judgment, or fight here and die. I have no choice, but you do. Dude, you have all the choices in the world. You could have chosen not to see me. I have no wish to fight you, I am no murderer, and I welcome the chance to prove it, or I will fight you then, though such conflict can only hurt my reputation in the eyes of the people. Yes, he could have chosen not to see me. He could have chosen to be like, oh look, another group adventure is going by. Isn't this a nice apple? Crunch. I mean, only one of my party can sneak, Doom. That's the main thing here. Only one member of my party has any sneak ability whatsoever. We're a clanking horde is what we are. I am probably gonna have to back up and try again. I am no murderer, and I welcome the chance to prove it. A wise decision. You will have a fair chance to defend yourself, regardless of how convinced of your guilt Angelo is. This way. Wait. Commander Angelo Dosen. These are the ones you wanted for the murder of the Iron Throne leaders.
So, these are the infamous murderers, finally brought to justice.
What is that accent? What is that accent? More than one way to skin that cat, though. I am Angelo, commander of the Flaming Fist. I will be your judge, jury, and executioner. Please pardon the cliche. Why did it back up so far? I don't like to play this far backed up. Everybody is so tiny and ugh. Feh. You aren't the commander of the Flaming Fist. That title belongs to Duke Elton, someone who deserves it. You're a pretender, and a rather ugly and smelly one at that. A lobotomized gibberling would make a better leader than you. Hey, come on now. We all know that you're in the employ of Saravok. We'll pay you more if you let us go. Laugh now, Angelo, when your arms and legs are severed and you're laying on the ground crying like a little baby. Hee hee, then we'll see who has the last laugh. Couldn't you just let us go? Oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please. We won't tell anyone. Honest. Pretty please. Just think about it. know, all of these are insults. So I choose to go with the, I choose to go with the first one because it's closest to the language that I would use myself if I were given a minute to think about it. There is some truth to your words. It is unfortunate that you speak them to me because, as you probably intended, your words have caused me anger. Kill one of them. I don't care which one. You killed Imoen. Probably the only one who wouldn't have abandoned me if I had murdered those flaming fists in the street. Your decision-making process here, I just... I'ma have her rezzed, but this... I'm peeved now. She's the one who's been with me the longest. And also the only one who can open locks. Now that we are done with all these pleasantries, I will make my decision. I had thought hard and long on what sentence I should give if you should be delivered into my hands. The choice is an obvious one. For the charges of murder, theft, arson, rape, and many other assorted crimes, I declare that each of you shall be taken to the bazaar, where you shall hang by the neck until you are dead. Excuse you, sir? We have only committed 2 of those. Hello, Lord of War. By the way, I did not say hello to you before. Yeah, he is marvelous, isn't he?
No more mistakes, people. We can afford no more losses.
I'm only guilty of 2 of them. Exactly! I have only murdered and stolen. I've not done any of the other things. Why is my cell door open? Well, that's just peachy keen.
Hey,
considering that
fine
my
and
lockpicker is dead. Well, this is a conundrum. Cell door appears to have been tampered with. But mine is the only one that was tampered with.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
I have definitely made some mistakes here.
That called? No less than done.
If only I'd memorized a teleport spell. Which I don't think I have. Burning Hands, Magic Missile, Blindness, Chromatic Orb, Blur, Web, Horror, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Remove Magic, Minute Meteors, Monster Summoning, Minor Globe of Invulnerability, Resilient Spear, and yeah. Nope, that's not useful at all.
You've a task?
Do you have anything useful? Light Wounds and Entangle. Nope. Uh...
Oh, you bet.
I am at something of a loss here. If only you were an anime villain. Those damn with teleports. Yeah, I know.
Nature's servant awaits, as you direct.
She can't even really walk around in her cell. She's all hung up in the corner here. What am I supposed to do here?
Need me? Right.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Hey you, I wonder how you got out of your cell. Did someone leave it open, or perhaps you managed to pinch my key? Oh no, you haven't. So, are you the group that's wanted for murder on 3 different counts? Don't try to deny it. I know it's you. Well, my name's Neb. Who cares what your name is, Neb? Just shut up. Neb, do you know what's been going on in the city lately? Or, so why are you in prison, Neb? And why is your door open too? Do you know what's been going on in the city lately? Oh yeah, lots of stuff. You know about Duke Elton, don't you? He's being deceased. That's why Angelo's in charge now. It would have been Scar, but he went out and got assassinated. Yeah, the city's gone downhill over the last week. Too bad.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
You're getting impatient in here, aren't you? Skippy,
Useful
give
gadgets
over.
I have. Yes, I do.
I've got a way out of here, you know. Hidden it well, haven't I? Search all you want and you won't find it.
Useful
keep
gadgets
talking to
I
you.
have. Yes, I do.
Good thing old Neb decided to mix the little illusion craft with his thievery, eh? Sure, I'll tell you what. Murderer to murderer now. Monster, monster. Are you wanting out? Please, we'll do whatever it takes. It's very important that we get out of here, or I'd rather be rot in this cell than be indebted to the likes of you. Whatever it takes. Sure. Everyone's wanting out, but does the world really want us out? Maybe it's safer if we all just stay in here, huh? Monster to monster now, murderer to murderer. How many little children passed away at old Neb's hands? Not 1, not 2, neither 4, nor 7, nor 12, nor 20, but the next one in the sequence. Oh no. 1, 2, 4, 7, 12, 20. Oh, damn it, it's math. I hate math. No! That's why I play the computer game rather than trying to play Advanced Dungeons and Dragons myself. The game's supposed to do the math for me. Killed 38 children, Neb. How could you? You killed 26 children, Neb. A murderer and a monster indeed. You killed 18 children, Neb. The very thought of it sickens me. You killed 41 children, Neb. May you rot for as many lifetimes in this cell. Killed 33 children, Neb. May the gods and all their solars wreak their vengeance. You killed 76 children, Neb. All this and no remorse. You killed 30 children, Neb. Do their voices not haunt you in your sleep? You killed 38 children, Neb. May your gnomish soul burn in each of the 9 hells. Are you ready for... I am not ready for maths. And also, I just had to read about killing children for 8 lines, and my heart really hurts right now. Oh man, okay, so... I'm gonna write this down because I'm a fool. Alright. 1, 2... 4, I feel like this should be really simple. 7, 12, 20. Freeing this guy is the cost of my freedom. Yeah, and apparently he's very proud of having killed children. Now, the numbers have only gone up, so I know for a fact that it is not the 18 children. Unfortunately, I only ever remember Fibonacci sequences, and this is not Fibonacci, and I'm a little lost here. I mean, it starts out as a simple doubling. 2 is double of 1, 4 is double of 2, but 7 is definitely not double of 4. Wait, are we just... Wait. Maybe it's really simple. Maybe we're just adding the previous numbers to them. 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 7. I've got a calculator out now, so don't feel too proud of me. But 7 plus 7 is 14, not 12. So that doesn't work. 1, 2, 4, 7, 12, 20. Yes, those are the numbers that I am looking at. The problem is, like, I can see that it's a sequence. The problem is I can't actually see what the sequence is because I'm very bad with numbers, to be perfectly honest. For math green, absolutely. 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, then 8. Yeah, it's just the jump doesn't make sense to me. Look at the increments. Yeah, the problem there is the jump. Like the 1, then 2, then 5, then 8. But where does the 8 come from? See, when it comes to maths, I'm kind of stupid, actually. And these increments do our math, green. One plus 0 equals 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Plus 5 is 13. So I should add 13 to 20? 33 children is, in fact, one of the options. Alright. I'm trusting you, folks. I'm trusting you here. I believe in you. You killed 33 children, Neb. May the gods and all their solars wreak their vengeance. Let the solars come, and I shall kill them too. In a world without justice, the gods are little more than a divine puppet show. Come, the tunnel's through the wall here, and it's time we cut ourselves free from this confining womb. Well, that went about as as badly as it was possible to go, especially considering that one of ours is dead now. And I can't get her stuff back because it's inside. I'm at a loss. Crowdsourcing. Yes, thank you all very much for helping me through that one, because, yeah, a child murderer is free, one of my people is dead, and I can't recover her equipment, and life is bad. I just wanted to check if there was a back door. I need a resurrection, and I'm not sure I can get one in town. Oh, wait. There's the temple by the Ducal Palace.
As you direct.
Can we leave easier than we arrived, please? No getting accosted by guards this time.
Yes.
Oh, go talk to Duke Elton. He's, you know, frack. This way. To the sewers once again.
As you direct.
And look at that, spare equipment.
You have need of me?
You point, I punch.
Wait, what is your inventory full of? Oh, right.
Yes, O omnipresent authority. As you direct.
Okay, of course, why wouldn't the spiders be back? I would have just ignored the spider. Check my potions to see. I don't think I kept any of those.
Yes?
Hi, Khaled. Do you have a potion of invisibility? Or multiple potions of invisibility? Fortitude, speed, stone form. I've got invulnerability. I've got 2 invulnerabilities. I have 1 potion of invisibility. Ugh.
I can, but try.
Oh, wait. Take everybody else with you, please.
As you direct.
Oh, for crying out loud. What is there a ghast doing down here? Okay,
Nature's servant awaits.
where is here?
Good as done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Whoop! Guards, 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 guards. Entar, Silver... Okay, he's the one who's dead. I am definitely not in the right place. Back into the sewers, fools! Well, this is just peachy.
For the group.
Now, where am I?
For the group.
I don't recall being here before. Oh! It's the Iron Throne. That doesn't actually help me, though.
As good as done.
The temple here isn't going to help me.
Done. As good as done.
Back in the brothel.
As you direct.
Why do I keep ending up back in the brothel? I'm not lost, I just don't know where I'm going.
For the group.
Oh man, I really miss having inventory space.
Cities are always so intimidating. So many people.
No, this is no good either.
As good as done.
I am horrifically lost. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing.
As good as done.
Ryan would be proud of your actions.
Okay, where am I now? Outside the Iron Throne. That's great. That's terrific. They won't res her at this temple. They hate me there.
As you direct.
I'm only slightly lost. No, actually, I should reframe that. I'm only entirely lost.
As good as done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Minsk, what the heck?
Gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Why are y'all like this? Potion, Seven Suns, General Store. I'm back at the Flaming Fist Castle. Why? Erg. would rather get Imoen rezzed before trying to get back into the Flaming Fist compound, but the problem is that I keep getting so lost in the sewers. I only have the one potion.
As good as done. As you direct.
He's got 3 more in his quick slot. I don't...
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, okay, I have 4. And 5 people who are still alive.
Oof, I dropped something. Could you pick it up for me?
I mean, Oh. Oh, yeah, it's important I keep that one on. I also don't have anybody who has the inventory space to just walk in and get Imoen's stuff, which is also a problem.
Less talk, more fight.
Aw, can't give it to Minsk either.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Wait, she also has a cape. What is her cape doing? Oh, yeah. They all have capes.
Whatever they need.
This is so annoying.
No less than done. You've a task as you direct.
Okay.
For the group.
If only I could get past if only I could get past my own brain and remember where to go to get to that shop.
For the group.
You know, it's not a good sign when people are screaming when they see me, is it?
As you direct.
You know, with a good scrubbing and some bright new tapestries, this place wouldn't be so bad.
You're talking about a sewer. Oberon. I feel like I'm getting closer, but I'm still not there.
As you direct. As you direct.
I'm gonna try up here. I found the temple. Let's find out if I can get to the temple without getting arrested.
For the group.
Because I really don't want to have to fight the guards. Please stop screaming. Did he follow us? Did he even see us? Is there a sewer entrance near the temple? Definitely yakety sax there, Green. I want to think the best of me, but it's yakety sax all the way here. There does not appear to be a sewer grate by the temple. That's just... I don't want to have to kill the guards.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Oh, blast. There isn't a way through over here, is there? Poor civil engineering decisions there. Yeah, Behind the inn, there's a route. Here? Or here? Oh, there. Thank you, Didum. I would prefer to avoid conflict with the guards. I would like the people to think better of me. Since the flaming fist has been turned against me. Don't mind us, just passing by. Okay, just a little bit over that away. I can hear the bells! The bells are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside.
As you direct.
Help us!
The Vigilant One knows of all your sins.
Welcome to the Watchful Shield. Our devotion to He of the Unsleeping Eye is unswerving. Please, allow us to shield and protect you under the ceaseless gaze of Helm. Well, about that! Sorry, the thought of being watched by some kind of ceaseless eye disturbs me immensely. I'll find my own way out. Or I'd like to see what services you have to provide. About your services, sir. Uh, can I? No? Darn it. There we go. Selected character brought back from the dead for 800 gold. Woo! I haven't had to raise dead very often. Oh man. And the battle music going on the entire time.
I was over this group as a nanny child.
I don't like the way this is turning. Better leadership might help.
So the murder that we just committed inside the temple here, you don't care? Okay. Welcome back, Imoen.
Yep.
Wow. This is the emptiest I've seen her inventory in quite a while.
Nature's
Alright,
servant
Jaheira,
awaits.
yeah, just put that down there. You put that down there. Imoen, just grab those things. Congratulations, better than nothing. Look at you! I'm so sorry I got you killed. Again. Okay, well, apparently my party members won't leave me for killing guards anymore. At least under these current circumstances, so there is that. That is part of why I'd been avoiding killing them. I still don't want to kill very many, to be honest. I know they're only doing their I know they're only doing their jobs. It is unfortunate that their jobs involve, you know, attempting to murder me.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
You're a queer fellow.
You've a task for the group.
But yeah, I really... I want to try not to kill too many guards, which does mean trying to stick to the sewers. Speaking of which, where was the nearest sewer entrance from here? There was one. Ah, there's one.
As good as done.
Well... yeah, my rep is dropping. And I mean, Jaheira is like, better leadership might help when I have Jaheira leading the party.
Before venturing forth.
Okay, I want that magic shop, but I've forgotten how I got there.
Done.
Bottom right? You mean down here? Thankfully, my reputation was really good before all this happened, so... Oh, definitely not this one. Back into the sewers, y'all.
As good as done.
Okay. Ooh. Here? Maybe?
For the group.
I'm gonna stick with the party just in case we run into more spiders or corpse eaters or whatever. Not here.
As good as done.
Alright, well let's try here. Although, no, this is too close. That's probably still in the same map. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. That's too close. Alright, let's try up here. Aha! I don't really want to go through the streets to get here, though, so...
As good as done.
Let's try this one. Much better. Imoen, get back here. They're magic sewers. They have to be magic sewers.
As you direct.
Yes?
Okay. Dude has 3. I have 4 and 6 people. Sounds good. Well, you certainly have inventory space. You buy it. Okay.
Nature's servant awaits.
I'm going to save just in case I get accosted in the street. I bought all that he had, which means I have one extra, so we're gonna have to do it in one shot.
For the group. As good as done.
Back to the sewers.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Not that I've seen. Why, Imoen,
I'm gone.
why do you keep leaving, Imoen?
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
After a rest, certainly, maybe. But I only have one mage. And I don't, she hasn't got it memorized right now. If I even have it. Hold on a moment. Detect invisibility. And the answer is no. I can detect it, but I ain't learned it. I mean, I can go and see if he has the scrolls for it, but she hasn't got any invisibility spell in her book.
As directed.
You've a task as good as done.
Yep.
Imoen,
I'm gone.
Imoen, where the heck?
Nature's servant awaits.
Why does the girl keep trying to
For the group.
leave?
As you direct.
Yes?
Let's see if he's gotten more since the last time I was here, which is doubtful. Nope. Alright, protection, protection, protection. Stepsis got someone special. Maybe? Looking. Still looking. Nope. He does not have it. He does not have anything invisibility. I don't see any invisibility. Invulnerability. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, fine. Okay.
Record.
Okay, she can't learn it. She can't learn invisibility. She can learn to detect it, but she can't. Normally that's only if she's already learned something, but it's definitely not in here. I've got 3 extras. Do I need to take the entire party in for this, though? Like, could I just take Foxwine and Imowen and leave the rest outside? Because I need to take Imowen because she's the only one who can pick locks. Because as it stands right now, I have 7 potions and 2 scrolls. So basically 9. So assuming that I needed to do twice for each person in, I could only take 4 people at most. And one of those people would have to be Dynamic Hair because I think she's the only one who can use scrolls. Oh man, this is complicated. Oh, and it's nearly 1 a.m. How long have I been at this? Okay. Alright. This has gone a lot later than I expected. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna keep going because I want to get myself back to close to the Iron Fist headquarters.
As good as done.
And start there next week.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Imowen. 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 You know, I'm just gonna let her... Okay, now what, girl? This is a dead end.
As you direct.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'm back in the brothel. I don't want to be in the brothel.
For the group.
The brothel is not the place where I need to be right now.
For the group.
How is this brothel connected to so many places in the sewer? Okay, I think...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
As good as done.
I think I know. I think I know what my play here is. I will take 3 people in. I will split the potions that I have between 3 people. Foxwine is a ranger. Imoen, for the love of God. Okay, we're at the Iron Throne headquarters. We're close.
For the group.
Man, I do not like this sewer transportation thing. It kind of sucks. Yeah,
As you direct.
she just sort of goes off on her own whenever we change maps, and it's just, why does she keep doing that?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, she didn't actually do it this time.
As you direct.
She's contrary. She's proving me wrong. Okay, where is here? Yes, here is where I want to be. I wonder what happened to Tamako. You know, she never did show up. All right.
For the group.
We're going back downstairs. And this is where I'm going to save for the evening. Okay, so the idea is to sneak in, talk to Duke Elton, retrieve Imoen's stuff, and get out. So I will take in 3 people, and I need to give Imoen the extra potion, because she will need to break invisibility to pick up her stuff. Assuming that they have, you know, left it in a pile on the floor, which I assume that they have. But that is going to be the plan. I'm going to leave this place that sounds of flies. And this is where I'm going to be ending the stream, because I really did not notice the passage of time while I was trying to find my way through those bloody sewers. Yeah, sneak, loot, and scoot. Except it's not just the sneak, loot, and scoot. It's the sneak, probably murder a fake priest, loot, and scoot. Because let's not forget the fact that I am probably going to have to murder the guy who's been poisoning the Duke. In any case, for those who are very curious about what I've been up to in Baldur's Gate, you can find out on my YouTube channel, which I've just had my bot link to for you. There's a playlist there for Baldur's Gate, and you can see all of my previous playthroughs and all of the terrible decisions that I have made. Somewhere between the sewer and the brothel you keep finding yourself in, and all the time dispute. Exactly. It's the brothel's fault. It's obviously the brothel's fault. Where else is time going to fly like a brothel? Honestly. But yes, there's a playlist on the YouTube channel. It updates every Friday with the previous Sunday's Baldur's Gate, and you can find all of my terrible, terrible decisions there, as well as in other games than just Baldur's Gate. Oh, good night to you too, Green. And I will be back streaming again tomorrow night. Starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing a game called Wildermyth, which is another RPG. This one is one where the overarching plot is generally the same between playthroughs, but the relationships between the characters and what happens to the characters and what sort of development that occurs to them is all randomly generated from possible story bits that exist in the game. It's fascinating, and the art style is just to die for. I love it a lot. Good night, Doom. It's been nice talking to you too, and I do enjoy streaming, so you're welcome. Where was I? Oh yes, and then on Wednesday, we're having a little bit of change from the usual to a new usual. Starting at as close to 7 p.m. as we can get enough people together to form a room, I will be playing group games with my friends, hopefully Among Us, but possibly a Pictionary-like game called Scribble It. and we will have a grand time. If we're playing Scribble It, it will be terrible, terrible attempts at drawing things. If we're playing Among Us, it's going to be a lot of laughing at each other and throwing each other out of airlocks and general accusations of murder, unless we're playing hide and seek, in which case it'll just be running and screaming in the dark, and it will be great no matter what happens. And then, when the group gaming wraps up at around 10 p.m., when my friends turn into pumpkins because they have day jobs, I will be switching over to play Valheim solo in the same server that I've been playing on Thursdays up until this point. I will be continuing on in there, and this week we have some more exploring on the docket for Valheim. I need to figure out what the edges of my swamp look like. I have found a piece of swamp, but I still don't know how big it is. So on Wednesday, my intention is to try to work my way around the edges of this swamp and figure out just how big it actually is, hopefully without dying. And then on Thursday night, speaking of dying, it will be Try Not to Die Thursday with a game called Lost Epic, which the best description for Lost Epic that I've been able to come up with is that it is a Souls-like platformer with anime art. It's a really fun game, but it's played on a controller, which I am not only quite bad at, but which does, after a long play session, give me a bit of a pain in my hands. My hands are not the most reliable things on my body anymore. So I only play it 1 week at a time, so this upcoming Thursday it will be a 1-week special of Lost Epic before I go on to play another game that is played on the keyboard and is thus much easier on my hands. And I will have a lot of fun in Lost Epic, crashing around and killing anything that moves, which is generally what I do in Lost Epic. It will be a lot of fun. I definitely recommend tuning in for that. And then, next Sunday night, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I shall return to the sewers of Baldur's Gate and attempt to sneak into the Flaming Fist compound and get done what needs to be done in there. And hopefully by then I'll have figured out which 3 people to take in. It's definitely going to be Foxwine and Imoen, but the third person, I'm not sure. It could be Dynamic Hair, because she's the one who can use the invisibility scrolls if we need them. It could be one of the martial characters, because some muscle might be good. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'll work it out. I will think about it in the upcoming week. That is what I will do. So, that's the upcoming week in my schedule, all the games that I plan to play, and a little preface of what I plan to do in them, insofar as I can plan them in many cases. And tonight has been a lot of fun, so much fun that I didn't notice the passage of time, and I hope that all of you had at least as much fun as I did. And I hope that you have a great night. Good night.